Check.
Check, check sound, check sound. Hello. Check sound. 1, 2, 3. Before we begin this agenda, please turn your camera. The Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Languages Education, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, Miss Eko Purwanti, SPD MHum, PhD.
The Honorable Chairman of the First International Conference on Environment and Smart Education, Mr. Muhammad Naim Majid, SSMIS, PhD.
The
The
honorable
speakers
speakers and
and
respected
respected
participants.
participants,
Assalamu alaikum
Assalamualaikum
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi
wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi kana bi'ibadihi khabiran basira. Tabarakalladzi ja'ala fis sama'i buruja wa ja'ala fiha sirajan wa qamaran munira.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله الذي بعثه بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا وداعيا إلى الحق بإذنه وسراجا منيرا اللهم صل عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا أما بعد. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first international conference on environment and smart education. This event is organized by Arabic Language Education, Department of Universitas Muhammadiyah, Yogyakarta, with more than 58 participants joining virtually from different places and countries.
I am Nur Faizah Yusuf
And Hairul Fatah,
the host for this first international conference on environment and smart education. On behalf of the organizer, we are grateful to be in good health and have the opportunity to gather here to discuss first important issues in the global trend on environment and smart education.
dear attendees, allow us as your host to read out the program lineup for you.
First, the recitation of the holy verses of the Quran.
Second, singing the national anthem Indonesia Raya and Sang Surya and Mars Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta.
Third, opening remarks.
Fourth, entertainment.
VIP, the main event international conference.
Photo session.
The last agenda is closing.
Ladies
Ladies
and
and
gentlemen,
gentlemen,
first of all, the recitation of the Holy Quran will be read by Umuruddin Syafrandi Tuanani. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وهو الذي أرسل الرياح بشرا بين يدي رحمته وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا لنحيي به بلدة ميتا ونسقيه مما خلقنا أنعاما وأناسيا كثيرا ولقد صرفناه بينهم ليذكروا فأبى أكثر الناس إلا كفورا ولو شئنا لبعثنا في كل قرية نذيرا فلا تطع الكافرين وجاهدهم به جهادا كبيرا وهو الذي مرج البحرين هذا عذب فرات وهذا ملح أجاج وجعل بينهما برزخا وحجرا محجورا وهو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا فجعله نسبا وصهرا وكان ربك قديرا صدق الله العظيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
The next program is singing the national anthem Indonesia Raya and Sang Surya and Mars of Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta.
Next are the opening remarks. The first speech is from Muhammad Naim Majid, SSMIS PhD, the chairman of the International Conference on Environment and Smart Education, and the head of the Arabic Language Education Department of Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah Nabiyyina Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam, afshahul arab lisanan wa ablaghahum bayanan wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. The Honorable Dean of Faculty of Languages Education, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, Indonesia, Ibu Eko Purwanti, PhD, the Honorable our keynote speakers from University Technology Mara, Malaysia, Professor Technologist Dr. Januddin Sardi, and the second speakers from Kala Salingam University, India, Dr. Anandan Harihara Sudan, and the third speakers also from University Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, Ibu Rahmawati Hussein, MCV PhD, and all seminar participants whom we respect and glorify. Alhamdulillah, I'm most grateful to Allah for enabling us to embark on this first international conference on environment and smart education, ICEnSE 2024, that organized by Department of Arabic Language Education, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Environment and smart education has important issues that need to be discussed to discover and dig up information in the national and international context. The primary objective of this international conference is to provide for scholars, researchers, and intellectuals from different parts of the world for a day discussion on smart environment in global society, tradition and sustainable environment protection, environmental risk assessment, smart learning environment, communication and technology adoption, and also language and smart education technology. It is hoped that the participants' insightful contribution to these terms will highlight the contemporary trend taking place in the development of sciences and technology today. On behalf of Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, the ECOSI, and my colleagues in Department of Arabic Education, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, and also our co-hosts from English Education Department and Japanese Education Department, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, and of course from our co-hosts also from University Technology Mara, Shah Alam, Malaysia, and University Islam Selangor, Malaysia. I have the particular pleasure to extend a genuine appreciation to our keynote speaker also, and for the generous support and encouragement that make this conference possible. Bismillah. Members of the organizing committee and supporting staff of OMY deserve abundant thanks for the tireless effort that make this conference successful and attractive, inshallah. Special thanks and gratitude go to the delegates and participants whose contribution and expected lively deliberation will hopefully make this scholarly gathering a remarkable success. May these efforts will be calculated in this world and hereafter, which is nothing remain except the fear of Allah and the well-doing. Thank you. Nasrun minallah wa fathun qarib wa bashiril mu'minin Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you for the speech from Mr. Muhammad Naim Majid.
Next speech from Ms. Eko Purwanti, SPD M.Hum PhD, the Dean of the Language Education Faculty of Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. The time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Distinguished guests, speakers, respected scholars and colleagues, and all of the participants, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
It is a great honor for me as the Dean of Faculty of Language Education, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, to welcome you all to the first International Conference on Environment and Smart Education 2024. The theme of the conference today, that is towards a civilized global society through integrating sustainable environment and smart education, is indeed very relevant to our life. As we join this event today, we are not just participants in this academic conference, but we are contributors to a global movement striving for a better, more sustainable, and more enlightened world. And the concept of smart education is actually transforming the way we teach and learn, using technology to create a more engaging, personalized, and effective learning experiences. However, as we embrace this technological advancement, we must also ensure that this technological advancement promotes sustainability. This way, it will help us cultivate a generation that is not only knowledgeable, but also responsible. And throughout this conference, we will explore a multitude of topics that lie at the intersection of environmental sustainability and smart education. We will hear from leading experts, engage in a thought-provoking discussion, and have the opportunity to collaborate on innovative projects. And it is my hope that this interaction will inspire new ideas and foster partnership that will continue to thrive long after this conference has completed. And as the Dean of the Faculty of Language Education, I would like to extend my gratitude to all of the committees, guest speakers, and also participants who have made this event possible. Your hard work are actually the support of this conference, and I'm confident that together we will make this event a success. And in conclusion, let us remember that our efforts here today are not just for our benefit, but for the benefit of our future generation. Let us commit to working together towards a civilized global society where sustainable practices and smart education go hand in hand, creating a brighter and more sustainable future for everyone. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you for the speech by Ms. Eko Purwanti.
Okay, next are the entertainment will be present by Elsa Wujayanti and Azam Diaulham.
اللي كتر خيرها ذاب خيرها في دمي وعايش فيه. أمي ثم أمي لحد آخر يوم في عمري، حبي من أول حياتي وهم همي، اللي كتر خيرها ذاب خيرها في دمي وعايش فيه. أميلة تمثال اللي تبت قلبها فوق الخيال، أميلة تمثال اللي طيرت واللي طابت واللي ربت واللي شالت حمل جبال. أميلة تمثال اللي تبت قلبها فوق الخيال، أميلة تمثال اللي طيرت واللي طابت واللي ربت واللي شالت حمل جبال. حبي من أول حياتي وهم همي، اللي كتر خيرها ذاب خيرها في دمي وعايش فيه. أمي ثم أمي لحد آخر يوم في عمري، حبي من أول حياتي وهم همي، اللي كتر خيرها ذاب خيرها في دمي وعايش فيه. بعدي لملتي عاملي يوم في اللواء سلطيني اللي بعدي لملتي من حنانك من سماتك الجنة تأتيك ده اللي ربنا قال عليه. بعدي لملتي عاملي يوم في اللواء سلطيني اللي بعدي لملتي من حنانك من سماتك الجنة تأتيك ده اللي ربنا قال عليه. ثم أمي لحد آخر يوم في عمري، حبي من أول حياتي وهم همي، اللي كتر خيرها ذاب خيرها في دمي وعايش فيه.
أجمل حب للشاعر محمود درويش. كما ينبت العشب بين مفاصل صخرة، وجدنا غريبين يوما، وكانت سماء الربيع تؤلف نجما ونجما، وكنت أؤلف فقرة حب لعينيك غنيتها. أتعلم عيناك أني انتظرت طويلا كما انتظر السيف طائر، ونمت كنوم المهاجر، فعين تنام لتسهو عين طويلة وتبكي على أختها. حبيبان نحن إلى أن ينام القمر، ونعلم أن العناق وأن القبل طعام ليالي الغزل، وأن الصباح ينادي خطايا لكي تستمر على الدرب يوما جديدا. صديقان نحن فسيري بكربي كفا بكف، معا نصنع الخبز والأغنيات. لماذا نسائل هذا الطريق لأي مصير يسير بنا؟ ومن أين لملم أقدامنا؟ فحسبي وحسبك أنا نسير معا للأبد. لماذا نفتش عن أغنيات البكاء بديوان شعر قديم، ونسأل يا حبنا هل تدوم؟ أحبك حب القوافل واحة عشب وماء، وحب الفقير الرغيف. كما ينبت العشب بين مفاصل صخرة، وجدنا غريبين يوما، ونبقى رفيقين دوما.
Ladies and gentlemen, now proceed to the main event of this conference, which includes presentation from our keynote speakers. The session will be conducted by moderator, Mr. Muhammad Naim Majid, SSMIS PhD. We invite the moderator to guide the event of this conference. So the moderator is pleased.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Yes, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Okay, I hope you all in the best of health and iman today and this evening. Inshallah, I will conduct this discussion. This is important discussion for our keynote speakers. And okay, now we are the first keynote speaker, Professor Technologist Jainuddin Sardi. How are you, Prof?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, first of all, I would like to mention or introduce the part of the Professor Technology Dr. Sanuddin Sardi. Is a lecturer and researcher at the University Technology Mara, Shah Alam, Malaysia. I received the professor title in 2022 after having experience in many academic fields. Professor Dr. Januddin Sardi is also esteemed expert in Arabic studies with a remarkable educational background. He earned his bachelor in Arabic language from Al-Azhar University, followed by a Master of Art in Islamic Studies, Arabic Studies and Islamic Civilization from National University of Malaysia, and also PhD in Arabic and Information Technology from University Malaya. Currently, he serves as a professor at the Academy of Language Studies, University Technology Mara, Shah Alam, UATM, Malaysia, and holds the position of the Dean, having previously been Deputy Dean Research and Industrial Linkages, Deputy Dean Academic, and Deputy Dean Student and Alumni Affairs. Over his 24 years of dedicated service at UATM, he has obtained more than 12 national research grants as a leader or project member. He is also impressive publication record with over 50 journals, proceedings, books, and book chapters, and also electronic publication to his credit. And also he received recognition from the Malaysia Board of Technology, MBOT, as a professional technologist, making him the first Arabic language lecturer to achieve such as honor based on his experiences in information and computing technology, ICT fields. His research focuses on various areas, including Arabic language and linguistics, Arabic for professional communication, educational technology, industrial instructional system design, e-learning, and e-content development. Furthermore, he has made significant contribution to the academic community in various capacities, such as academic advisor, external examiner, policymaker, and evaluator for books and journals, judge, speakers, and master trainer. His dedication and expertise have left a lasting impact on the field of Arabic studies and beyond. Okay, so I don't was my time. So I hope the all participants can use this meaningful opportunity to get more information, to obtain the more big injection of knowledge from our keynote speaker. And we welcome our distinguished first keynote speaker, Professor Technologist Dr. Januddin Sardi. Thanks, yours.
Baik, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah, thank you very much, facilitator, also the chairman of the ICEnSE UMY 2024, Dr. Muhammad Naim Majid, the Honorable Dean of Faculty of Languages Education, Ibu Eko Purwati, all speakers and participants. Very good afternoon. This is a great honor to me to be here online with you all to discuss a topic that holds immense potential to the future of education. With the title Immersive Language Education, I think before that I will show you the slide I share. Okay, as you can see, the title for this evening, Immersive Language Education, Leveraging Smart Technology Innovation. This is my topic. I think it's related to our conference today. This is about smart education and language. As we stand on the brink of a new era in education, it is essential to explore how smart technologies can revolutionize language learning, making it more immersive, personalized, and engaging. I think let me begin with a powerful statistic. By 2025, the global market for education technology is projected to reach $350 billion. It means the figure highlights the rapid growth and importance of technology in shaping the future of education. Today, I will explore with you all how the intersection of language education and smart technology in transforming the educational landscape and paving the way for a more inclusive and effective learning environment. Okay, today rapidly evolving education landscape, smart technology is revolutionizing language learning by creating immersive, personalized, and engaging experience. This presentation explores the transformative potential of technologies such as artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, and also adaptive learning system in language education. As we know, the role of language in education is very important. It is the foundation of learning, enabling communication, how we sharing the ideas and knowledge acquisitions. It also preserve cultural identity and heritage, multilingual education, enhancing cognitive development, academic performance, and cultural understanding. Okay, what is the smart educational technology? Yeah, as we know, I think everybody in education sector know about nowadays how powerful is AI, artificial intelligence, VR, AR, and other dynamic application that can be a platform to our educators and our students to have to enhancing education, or especially in language matter, language teaching and learning. You know, it is a very important things that give a roles in education. The first thing, I think the important application that you can see is artificial intelligence and machine learning. As we know, we do not have a time to learn what is artificial intelligence. For the language and the educators, language educators and all the students, we are only the user. We are only the user for what is happening in the technology now. As we know, the importance of artificial intelligence and machine learning is to have a personalized learning. That means the learners, the AI and ML can analyze a learner's progress and adapt content to their specific needs. This allow for a tailored learning experience where students can work at their own pace, receive targeted feedback, and focusing on area that needs improvement. A good example for personalized learning as go through using the AI ML algorithm is Academy Khan Academy. Khan Academy is a good example how the educational platform can use these technologies to tailor the learning experience for individual student. We can know about the progress analysis, adaptive content, personalized recommendation. This is also a good example for Khan Academy. Also, we can see the natural language processing, NLP. AI-driven NLP tools offer real-time grammar correction, translation, and pronunciation guidance. We can use it as and a good example for that is we call it a Duolingo. I think everybody can see. Duolingo is one of the widely used language learning platform that leverage NLP to enhance the learning experience. The second one is visual and augmented reality. This is that's not a new to us now, because except it's difficult to learn how not to learn, but to use and design and develop about the visual and augmented reality to certain courses or programs. The importance is why is visual and augmented reality is important is because this can give us immersive experience. Immersive learning mean what? This is an educational approach to have experience to the lecturers, to the linguists, to the student language, to have an experience with the immersive. We are an AR immersive realistic environment for practicing language skill and offering stimulated real-world interaction for enhanced cultural understanding. Okay. Look at this, for example. This is one, it is not a, this is using a 360 degrees video. They mean visual meeting. They use it as some example how we can use the visual learning to have this. This is a very simple. We do the meeting, but this is using the video 360 degrees.
Thank you for coming to this meeting. We have a very important agenda actually to cover this morning.
I just skip this, and who wants to see more, I think you can get this is from our link. Okay, this is the second one. When we use augmented reality in learning Arabic. This is only an example.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I will show you on the Arabic Kafa application, how to use this application. So this is the first page of the Arabic Kafa application, and we can see here the play button in the middle. So we can push the play button to go inside. Okay, when we push the play button, it will lead us to a camera. So for this camera, we have to capture the image or the marker itself. So we can see an image or a 3D image is pop up or overlay on screen. So here is the image of an elephant. So on the right side of the this camera is the blue button for character's voice. So we can push here.
Okay, this is some example for augmented reality and virtual reality, because these two can make immersive experience that significantly boost student engagement and retention by making learning more interactive and enjoyable. This is something like fun learning. Okay, the third one is in the smart technology, we're using the adaptive learning system. Adaptive learning system is important because what? Dynamic content delivery. It can adaptive platform adjust content difficulty based on performance and ensuring learners are consistently challenged but not overwhelmed. This ensures that learners are consistently challenged out but not overwhelmed, promoting better learning outcomes. And also we can see how the data-driven insight. This system provides valuable insight into learners' strengths and weaknesses, allowing more effective teaching strategies. For example, there is one website, especially in learning language, Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone is the one which use adaptive learning technologies to tailor content to individual learners. The personalized learning, this is can do and know about the initial, they provide the initial assessment, adaptive lessons, also the real-time feedback, and can track the progress for each individual student. But number 4 is language learning apps. We already know. We already know about the apps application in our phone from Apple Store, from Google Store, from Huawei Gallery, and others apps. Is 1,000 and million apps. But focusing on language, if we pay the application, yes, we can get a very rich content. But this is important because everybody now, if not see your handphone for 1 day, I think they lost their mind. Surely. That's why apps is one of the important things in our educators or students, because it gives us interactive exercise. Like Duolingo and Babbel use gamification to make learning fun and engaging. They provide interactive exercise that cover vocabularies, grammars, and sentence structure in playful game-like environment. I think we have seen a lot of application apps in our phone. Something like what we call it a game also. Every day there are games in a simple game, small game, big game, fighting game, all days. Okay, we are using apps now. Also, they can progress tracking. If you have our own application or apps, I think this is a must. Give more experience to the student. Yeah, something like this application track learners' progress and provide instant feedback, which is crucial for maintaining motivation and ensuring steady improvement. Okay. This is some example for how we learn Arabics in the beginning. This is one is called a Murshidi. This is mine. And or ICEnSE. This is for level beginner level. I think if the educators can do something like this in their subject or their courses, it's a lot beneficial to the student. Because if we learn usually for the beginner to keep our skill to the student skill. For skill that in language must be memorized or must be skilled to the student. It is very beneficial if we can design and develop interactive multimedia. Okay, number 5 is speech recognition technology. It's also very beneficial about the listening skill, speaking skill, speech recognition technology. How we can use the apps, for example, pronunciation practice, provide the tools, provides real-time feedback on pronunciation and simulates conversation, helping learners improve spoken language skills. For skill, I think the speech recognition technology we have now in level 1 in what we call it, how can examine, how can evaluate the speech in what level if we can use the apps or any application. And for sure, language assessment. Now we can use the online language assessment to enhance our speaking skill, like speaking or listening skill. There are automated system of a consistent and objective proficiency assessment. Okay, number 6, interactive whiteboard and smart classroom. We have now online whiteboard and also the smart classroom. What is meant by smart classroom? Resources, accessibility, all in the one classroom. We call it smart classroom. Equipped the digital tools provide easy access to a wide range of resources, including online dictionaries, language game, educational videos, and enhancing the learning experience to the student. We just provide the sum of available application in our life daily, our phone, our computers and everything online, stay online. Okay, number 7 is we can use language MOOCs and micro credential. This is in Malaysia, we already start the combination of other universities. We have along in Malaysia around 20 public university and other private university using the massive open online courses. We are actually in combination of some module or some courses that we can share with other university to have a global access. Yeah, we should know the MOOCs and MC offer high quality language courses, accessible worldwide, breaking down geographical barriers, because we can recognize and ministry recognize about the using the MOOCs and the micro credential. Micro credential, this is less more shorter than MOOC courses. Everybody know. And of course, the important thing of the MOOCs and micro credential is the community learning. Discussion forum and peer assessment foster a sense of community and allow learners to practice language skill with a peer from around the world. Okay. Now with the seven, what we call it under the smart education technology, of course, the benefit is already known. This is for personalized learning experience, enhance accessibility for all learners, increase engagement leading to better learner outcomes in the lifelong love of learning. That means the benefit we not ignore actually in every time we are using. Of course, when we go to the university as educators, this is nowadays we are using, and the student can use the personalized learning experience. But the some very sorry, stuck kat mana? Where if we are stuck, I think I can proceed. Challenges in implementing smart technologies is unequal access to technology. Of course, in the rural area, we cannot do anything if we don't have this technology, or of course, the wide world of access to the internet. Yeah, the internet creating disparities in educational opportunity. Like the time of COVID-19, we have a long way go to the educational, because the barriers there, the unequal access to the technology and the networking also, this is one of the most barriers in the implementing smart technology. Privacy and security, this is about the data. The data, we are taking the data from the user, and how the security of the data from the student, from the user. This is important thing, very crucial, critical concern, because of the data, of the privacy of the what we call confidential for every personalized of every user. This is a very, very crucial. And the third one is the challenge about the teachers. Now, I show you about, before I show you about how we develop the apps and how we develop the AR, augmented reality, and how we develop the VR. This is a lot of time to do the development for our courses. The important is that how we implement the technologies is very hard to the teachers. Need to train the teachers, need to adequate training and support to effectively integrate this technology into their teaching. This is very important. If the training for the teachers is not there, I think it is hard to have to implementing the smart technology. Right. Okay. For the future direction, looking ahead, the potential for innovation in this field is immense. That means it's a lot of potential to use the technology in our teaching, in our to educate the student or everybody in any field. Yeah, we need to have a continuing research, how to, and of course, DDR research is very important. Design and development research is very important to have our potential, in implementing the technology. Yeah, it is also help how we can integrate this technology into our teaching, into our curriculum, into our education, and especially in language education. And for the policymakers, the investors, yes, this is a crucial role to play in and the most thing is funding the research. And also we can know the policymaker, the government, the investor, or any private parties, that it should be have, if we call it the budget, or we call it the cost of implementing the this technology is a lot, because something we can see like what, like to have an internet access in every area is a lot of hard, and it's costly, it's very costly. Investor, that means not only the government, also the private must have the rules, very rules. In conclusion, know about this smart education. Only I repeat, maybe I repeating the something that we have already known. But the important things is how we implement the smart technology. Like I said, it is a very crucial about the teachers, what we call it, the cost, the budget, because now also the company of technologies, the application in phone, everything we use the application, normally 7 or 14 days is free. But after that, yes, we must pay. We must pay something to have to use the technology. And we are all of the linguists or the educators for education, language education, they are only the user, not the creator. If you are the creator of the technology to combine the language and this technology, this is very good. But it's a lot of cost. I think that is by the yes, we must have like I said, research. We must have a collaboration between educators, between technologies, and also the policymaker. It is a key to realizing this vision. I think I stop at here and I pass back to the organizer, to the facilitator. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for Professor Dr. Technology Dr. Jainuddin Sardi. So we have just obtained a lot of information from what was conveyed by Professor. And so this is from artificial intelligence and machine learning, language learning application, and also we get also information about MOOCs and micro-credential MC benefits and challenges until to the future direction. So we strongly agree that the artificial intelligence has made significant strides in language acquisition and processing, but there are still about language, the benefits like accessibility and also give us and hence personalized learning experiences, and also increases engagement of student and also between student and teacher or the lecturer. But there are still several weaknesses, of course, and also limitation. Okay, so I think this is a good opportunity to discuss after in Q&A time after the third. Okay, so thank you, Professor. So maybe inshallah after
yes,
third presentation we will discuss in the Q&A time. Okay. Now we try to the our second speaker, Dr. Hari Harasudan. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we welcome to our speakers, Ibu Rahmawati Hussein, MCP PhD. Ibu Rahmawati. Okay, I will mention first, introduce the profile of Ibu Rahmawati. Ibu Rahmawati Hussein, MCP PhD, is an assistant professor of Department of Government, Universitas Muhammadiyah Jakarta, Indonesia. She received her master program for the Urban and Regional Planning University of Cincinnati, Ohio, US, and her doctoral on hazard mitigation from the Urban and Regional Planning, Texas A&M University, US. She has been working in disaster or humanitarian related work for almost 20 years. And she is an expert panel of Muhammadiyah Disaster Management Center, MDMC, from 2022 until 2027. And
Yang
a vice chair, okay, and a vice chair of MDMC from 2010 and until 2022. And also she is a chairperson Asia Environment and Disaster Management Agency. Since 2016, she has served as an advisory board member of the Indonesian National Disaster Management Agency, BNPB, and advisory board of Humanitarian Forum Indonesia, HFI, and Indonesian Development and Humanitarian Alliance. So, Ibu Rahmawati. Okay.
Give me 2 minutes because I'm still opening the laptop. I thought I'm the third speaker at the 3:20, so I just arrived in my room. Okay,
Okay.
let me open.
Yeah. So it's about our theme. It is about environment and smart education. So actually, environment and also education, we can spread this both issues because it's very important to be discussed, and I think both has a close connection, and this time is good opportunity for us to discover to dig up the information about this environment and also smart education. Okay. And for all the participants, so this afternoon, so until 4 p.m., inshallah, we have
Being late, I thought I'm the third speaker. Let me still connecting.
Okay, sorry.
Or can you let the second speaker to speak first?
Okay. Okay. Now joining now. Okay. The second speaker. Okay, Dr. Harihara Sudan. Okay, now he is joining now. Okay. Hello, Dr. Hello, Dr. Anandan Harihar Sudan. You. Okay. Okay. Hello, Doctor. Dr. Anandan Harihar Sudan. Are you there? Okay. Okay. The host can admit. Okay. Hello, Dr. Anandan Harihara Sudan. Are you there now? Are you joining us now?
Yes, I joined.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
Sorry, Bu Rahmawati, inshallah.
Whether I joined my login or I'm not sure.
Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm so sorry, Bu Rahmawati. We are so sorry. And okay,
1 minute.
okay, I
Please,
will
1 minute, please. 1 minute.
introduce. Okay,
Sorry for inconvenience.
I will introduce first the profile of the second speaker. Okay, Dr. Anandan Harihara Sudan. Okay, graduated from the PhD program in 2018 from Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education, formerly known as Kalasalingam University, India. Okay, and he have been given the comfortable assignment of proofreader and language editor of the Polish Journal of Management Studies, working as a guest editor for Journal of International Women's Studies, World Journal of English Language, associate editor of Frontiers in Education, Frontiers in Public Health, and Frontiers in Global Women's Health, and editors board member of Journal of Education and Learning, Forum for Linguistic Studies, academic editor and editorial board member of PLOES One, a reviewer of various journal, and serving as a scientific committee member of international conferences. He has also published 55 research articles, have graced the pages of esteemed journals, including those indexed in Scopus, Web of Science, and those boasting SCI impact factors. In a crown achievement, Stanford University and Elsevier have recognized my scholarly endeavors by listing me among the world's top 2% of scientists by Stanford University and Elsevier from the year 2023, and also a testament to her unwavering commitment to intellectual exploration. So, okay, so now we are listening together our keynote speaker. Welcome, Doctor. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you? It's nice to meet you all, guys.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So welcome our keynote, the second keynote speaker. The time is yours.
Yeah. Can I share my PPT right now?
Yeah. You are now co-host. You can share.
Yes.
You share or Doctor?
1 minute.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, actually, thank you, Doctor, for your wonderful introduction about me. And it's my time to explain about the Education 4.0. Actually, this conference is about smart learning and environment. And I hope Education 4.0 plays a vital role at this present situation. So let me explain, what is the role of Education 4.0 in education institution, and it is, advanced features and how we can use in our, day-to-day teaching learning process. So the first thing is, let me explain what is Education 4.0 at first. So Education 4.0 refers to the integration of advanced technologies. So it is nothing but automation in learning, and we can learn it through personalized learning and data-driven decision-making in education institutions. It aims to equip students with skills and knowledge needed for ever-evolving digital age. So at present, we are in the digital world. In this digital world, we can adopt digital facilities for teaching learning process. So here, Education 4.0 gives fully automated support to the students as well as to the teachers to learn things newer, and it will be customized for the needs of the students as well as the teachers. And here, I'm giving you the detailed explanation about Education 4.1 and its key features. So definition and key features of Education 4.0. So personalization. So as I said earlier, Education 4.0 is a customized tool, and it is very useful for learning paths, recognizing the unique needs, strengths, and interests of each student, thereby enhancing engagement and outcomes. So here, it gives, if we are going to the classroom and if we are using the curriculum, we don't know the exact needs of the students. But this Education 4.0 technology will customize based on the student's need, and they can learn from anywhere. And the next point is digital literacy. So as I said earlier, we are digitally equipped and we depend on the digital technologies right now. It compels the integration of digital literacy into curriculum. So the education institutions can incorporate the digital literacy in their curriculum, ensuring students are adapt with latest technologies, tools, and platforms. So the students as well can use their digital platforms in their curriculum. Then interdisciplinary approach. So of course, even arts students, engineering students, or any other domain, they can use Education 4.0. So it is an interdisciplinary approach. It is not only for the technology-based students, but also it is useful for any levels of students, any discipline. Encourages a blurring traditional academic boundaries to foster interdisciplinary learning, echoing the cross-functional nature of modern industries. So the industries are now right now they're highly equipped. They are there is called Industry 4.0 is developed, and many of the industries are equipped with digital technologies and automated, and AI is also incorporated. So if once we learn that subject with the help of Education 4.0, it will give interdisciplinary approach when you are going for a job as well. And flexible learning environment, that is damn sure. We can learn things anywhere at any place. Okay, adopts flexible and often virtual learning environment to cater to a globalized and digital learner democrat, offering education anytime, anywhere. So based on the students' need, they can learn the things from anywhere at their convenient timing. So that is the main advantage of digital learning, especially Education 4.0. Here, importance of Education 4.0 in education institutions. Now let's see what is the benefits of education institutions. They can adapt Education 4.0. So the first thing is industry preparedness. Everyone can industry Education 4.0 in industry can foster graduates who prepared for the dynamic demands of the workforce, bridging the gap between academic knowledge and industry requirement. So here, when the students are learning theoretically in a traditional classroom setup, they don't know what's happening in industry. But if the students are, studying through Education 4.0 technologies, they can cope up with the things. They can easily ready for the industry needs. So that is the first advantage. That is the first, importance of Education 4.0 while they are adapting in education institutions. The next one is global competitiveness. By embracing Education 4.0, industry can enhance their global competitiveness. So it is very easy to cope up with the world advancement. So competing with global matters, it is very convenient when the students are studying with Education 4.0. And attracting a wide pool of international students and academic partnerships. So when the institutions adapting education 4.0, they can attract n number of students. At present, right now also, we are using technology and we are, I'm presenting from India to there. So it is all because of this, global competitiveness is possible only when we are using education 4.0 and research innovations. Education 4.0 also emphasize research and innovation, leveraging emerging technologies to address complex global challenges and expand academic frontiers. So research is also possible when you are adapting education 4.0 in the education institutions. So with the help of education 4.0, in the institutions can develop, grow, and achieve higher levels when they are adopting these things. Then next one is advantages and benefits of implementing education 4.0. So here let's see the advantages. What are the advantages we can get? So enhanced learning outcomes. So the learning outcomes will be improved and it can be enhanced when we are adapting education 4.0. Here, education 4.0 enables the development of critical thinking, problem solving skills, and through experimental active learning strategies. So active learning strategies are quite possible because while we are using education 4.0, it will be customized based on the needs of the learners. Then automatically it will give the critical thinking of the students or the learners, and problem solving skills will also be improved, and access global perspectives. So this is very important. So when the students when the learners are learning using a global education 4.0, they can very easily compete with global needs. Students gain access to global perspective through international collaborations and virtual exchange programs, fostering cultural awareness and empathy. So it is quite common that if we are learning the things in the nationwide setup, we can learn only from our nations. For example, if I'm teaching in the context of India, I can make the students only in the context of India. The same thing happen in Indonesia. But if we are using education 4.0, we can get global impression. We can get a lot of things from outside our country, and we can understand the global needs as well. And sustainability and growth. Education 4.0 can ensure their sustainability and growth by adapting their digital era, attracting investment, and forging ahead with innovative educational models. So when we are adapting, education 4.0, it's a sustainable thing. Economic, it's a growth in all the possible ways will happen, and we can attract more number of investment on that, and innovative educational tools also we can use when we are using education 4.0. Then challenges and obstacles in adapting education 4.0. Of course, we do have challenges in all the fields, and this education 4.0 is also having problems, and it's not a problem, it's obstacles. It's the barriers that we have. Now let's see that technology infrastructure. So all the institutions cannot set up education 4.0 because maybe lack of infrastructure facilities. Building the necessary technology infrastructure can be the resource intensive requiring significant investment from institutions. So institutions should need the infrastructural setup. Without infrastructural setup, the institution cannot be implement education 4.0. The next one, faculty adaptation. The faculty should adapt their setup. Teachers must adapt to new pedagogies. Even sometimes the professors in maybe they don't know about the technology, they cannot learn the things and they cannot use it in their regular classroom. So the teacher must adapt new pedagogies and become proficient with advanced technologies, a paradigm shift that may encounter resistance. So here the professor should adapt, the professor should learn, and then they can implement. So that is the second challenge. Then the third one is cyber security. Of course, the security in terms of cyber world is very important. And as education moves to digital platform, when it goes to digital platform, there is obviously need of cyber security is very much important. Cyber security becomes a significant concern, necessitating robust protective measures. So protective measures are very important when we are moving to education 4.0, the institutions especially. They have to ensure their digital environment. They have to ensure their digital, platform and its security and privacy as well. The next one is implementation of education strategies for successful implementation of education 4.0. So what are the strategies we can adapt? The first thing is stakeholder engagement. Engaging stakeholders, including students, faculty, industry partners, ensure the alignment of education 4.0 initiatives with practical needs. The students, the stakeholders, as well as industry partners, they have to join together to implement the education 4.0. Next one is continuous professional development. The upgradation is very important. That is called continuous professional development. Investing in continuous professional development of faculty equips them with tools needed for effective education 4.0 delivery. So if we want to ensure the education 4.0, we have to upgrade the things. Like, when we are using any smartphone, we upgrade for the next features. So likewise, the education 4.0 also needs the upgradation. Then policy and frameworks. Developing a clear policies, frameworks guide the structure adoption of education 4.0 practices and benchmarks their success. So we should, the education institutions should set up a framework and policies to ensure the quality assurance of education 4.0 in their success. Next, case studies of education 4.0 institutions embracing education 4.0. So here, there are some institutions, they successfully adapt and use the education 4.0 technologies in their curriculum. For example, in the context of Singapore, education institutions in Singapore redesigned its curriculum around data analytics and industry collaborations, embracing students' employability in tech sectors. So some of the sectors, it's already there. It is already, automated, which means education 4.0 things were implemented in Singaporean context. And if we take the European consortium, the consortium of European universities established a joint virtual campus facilitating cross-border learning opportunities and research collaborations. So that is also there in Europe, and European consortium approved, and European consortium, welcoming cross-border learning opportunities for the learners. And American Technical College integrated AR and VR. So that is virtual reality and augmented reality, that is AR and VR. Simulation in healthcare education, significantly improving hands-on training and clinical decision-making skills. So almost all the things are automated, and we are also incorporating artificial intelligence in our curriculum. But education 4.0 also adapting these kind of things in the curriculum and the teaching and learning process. And here, future trends and possibilities in education 4.0. So as I said earlier, AI power learning. So AI is incorporated in education 4.0. Artificial intelligence is expected to offer personalized tutoring and assessment, revolutionizing the way of students learn and interact with content. So it is there right now. And here, blockchain education. So blockchain technology, I hope you are aware of it. Blockchain technology is it's a connection or interconnection between the things. Blockchain technology could provide secure, immutable records of academic achievements, facilitating seamless transfers and recognition of qualifications. So this is also happening, and blockchain technology is also incorporated in a lot of educational institutions. Global learning networks. So as I mentioned earlier, so global connectivity is quite common when you are using education 4.0 technologies. Education 4.0 are likely to global learning networks, breaking down geographical barriers and fostering worldwide collaboration among students and educators. So educators can incorporate education 4.0 technologies and they can get global connectivity. The next one is recommendations for education institutions to embrace education 4.0. So how they can adopt, how they can implement. Let's see that partnership models. So the institutions can have the collaboration with international universities or foreign universities to develop strategic partnership with industries and education technologies provides to co-create curricula that are responsive to labor market trends. So based on the industry needs, the educational institutions can have the collaboration with the other institutions that have the Education 4.0 setup. The next one is invest in technology. Of course, the industries, the educational institutions should invest on the technologies, allocate funds for upgrading technological infrastructure, ensuring that both students and faculty are equipped with the necessary digital tools. So the education institution should funding for the setup for Education 4.0, and they have to make them ready for the students. The institution should make the students as well as faculty to ready for the adapting of digital tools and focus on soft skills. While focusing on digital technology, technical competence, also prioritize the development of soft skills such as creativity, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. So these things are needed when we are implementing the Education 4.0 in the educational institutions. At last, the transformative potential of Education 4.0 in educational institutions. Now we know there are a lot of possibility for institutions to adapt Education 4.0 as we stand on the practice of fourth industrial revolution. So that is called Industry 4.0. Education 4.0 holds a transformative potential to redefine the essence of higher education. Of course, most of the students and the teachers and the learners are adapting Education 4.0 to take into the next level. With a core focus on personalization, technology integrated learning, and industry alignment, Education 4.0 are not just imparting knowledge, but are becoming incubators for innovation and drivers of social and economic change. So this is very important. The social and economic change is also possible when we are using Education 4.0 technologies, because there is no limitation for learning when we are adapting Education 4.0. The journey towards adapting Education 4.0 may fraught with challenges from infrastructural developments to cultural shifts with academic institutions. Okay, we do have challenges. However, the outcomes promise a generation of graduates equipped with futures capable of navigating the complexities of a dynamic world. So if we want to live in this dynamic competitive world, we have to do something. So in terms of education, so here this Education 4.0 tool is very plays a vital and crucial role in this case, as Education 4.0 embrace this new technological paradigm. They will undoubtedly unlock unprecedented opportunities for students and educators alike. So it will give enormous opportunity for everyone. It is not just students. It is not just the teachers. It will give enormous opportunity for everyone. Even it gives a great impact to everyone. And sustainable development goals were proposed by UN, and the fourth goal is quality education. So here the quality education can be ensured with the help of Education 4.0. And right now there is a possibility and there is a slight change from Education 4.0 to Education 5.0. And when the world is moving on, we do need to adapt. We do need to change ourselves in the process of teaching and learning. Maybe in near future we can see the Education 5.0 technology as well. Education 5.0, it's nothing but it's a integration of technology as well as the traditional setup. So that is Education 5.0. So we are moving towards that. So this is what my presentation is all about. If you have any questions or any clarifications, you can ask me.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Anandan Hariharasudan. It's very interesting. It's very inspiring. Okay, so this is about the education is in 4.0, and it's very interesting. Also, the doctor mentioned about the future trends and possibility in education 4.0, and also there are case studies of education institution embracing education 4.0 is in Singapore University, European Consortium, and also in American Tech College. I think it's very interesting because so in principle, education 4.0 is about transformation traditional education method to better align with the needs of a digitally driven world. So I think so the participants have many questions. So please hold your question first until we finish the third speakers, and then we will discuss in the Q&A time, inshallah. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we go to the third keynote speaker, Ibu Rahmawati Hussein, MCV PhD. Are you joining us now?
Yes, I've already joined. Sorry, I was on the road in the car.
Okay.
So yeah.
Never mind. I guess sorry. Okay, so there's I mentioned about the
yeah
of the Ibu Rahmawati. This she is a professor, assistant professor of Department of Government, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, and also she received her master program from the Urban and Regional Planning University of in Ohio, US, and doctoral on hazard mitigation from the Urban and Regional Planning, Texas A&M University, US. And what is it? In 2000 also is Ibu Rahmawati Hussein received an award from Texas and A&M University. This Ibu Rahmawati was named an outstanding alumni in the College of Architecture, and also she received the award at the Haldbrand Equine Complex at College Station, Texas, USA, and so she is very active in the Muhammadiyah Disaster Management Center and MDMC from 2010 until now. So I don't know. I don't want to waste my time, and now we welcome to our third keynote speaker, Ibu Rahmawati Hussein, MCP PhD. Your time is yours. Time is yours.
Thank you very much for the very elaborative introduction. And good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all still healthy. And in this afternoon, I would like to present that might be slightly different with the two other speakers, since I'm not in the educational department, but I try my best to connect with the theme of the conference on the smart education, how the use of technology, and I'm going to discuss on the role of women organization for educating climate change and sustainable development, which we are hoping that the student of the faculty of language could also involve in the sustainable development. And I will also introduce some little bit on how the ICEA introducing the education using virtual reality. So the first, why the educating climate change is important for women, because there are different between women and men on the climate change, because women are more vulnerable, and there are major challenges in enhancing women adaptive capacity, how to develop mitigation strategy. So there are a lot of things need to be done using technology and understanding how to educate women in particular for sustainable development. And here, there are a very close relation between women, especially in who experience the poverty and climate change, as we know that many poor affected by climate change and poverty, as women say, face as 70% of world poor are women, and majority are people still living on $1 less are women. So it is very important to always educate and to make a building awareness toward the climate change. Yeah, and I just go to the other why poor women are vulnerable because of different roles, gender division of labor, different asset and access, and to the resources, because highly dependent on natural resources and fewer physical resources and less powerful social resources. I'm just go directly. This is the example of women that are affected by the climate change, and also the other global warming. Some of the picture, this is the drought in various area in Indonesia. This is the erosion in the coastal, yeah, abrasion, and also the lack of resources such as the scarcity of fishes are already experienced. And this is the negative impact. Drought, male out migration, which influence of the crop, water, alternative way to feed the family, and then long hours to collect water, high disease, and so on. So I want to introduce how actually women can play in addressing this challenge, because women have the knowledge, women also have the specialized knowledge of their environment and capacity to adapt to changing nature of disaster. And I will introduce the ICEA. ICEA is the woman wing of Muhammadiyah, founded in 1917, and one of the largest and oldest women organization. And ICEA, through its education, already introduced in educating children through kindergarten and also primary education on climate change. And as ICEA established a unit since 10 years ago on ICEA Environment and Disaster Management Agency, it bring or they the activity on the ground by building awareness, behavioral change toward environmentally friendly living, and educating climate change adaptation, as well as disaster risk reduction. And what I see are doing or educating first is campaigning on green ICEA movement through zero waste movement, zero plastic, and also waste bank for circular economy. And here, the green ICEA objective is to mitigate climate change, to reduce disaster risk, to get better environment, and to achieve sustainable development. And what it's done is by several approach. First is zero waste movement through campaign, yeah, in the school, kindergarten, and how cleaning up local beach, engaging with the local women, local volunteer on the ground to involve. Yeah, so we encourage that university student is also involved in creating or supporting all the activity to various strategies. And this is some of the zero plastic movement no plastic for sacrificing a day, for example. This is how we use all no plastic for distributing meat during the sacrificing day for the meat for the korban, and then zero plastic for food and the use of tumbler. So we are encouraging all activity not using plastic, including at the traditional market. We providing the customer with the recycle bag. And the next is the school plastic donation. This is part of the activity and also educating children since the very beginning how the plastic will affect the environment. The plastic could also creating unsustainable way of living since there are huge amount of plastic, and Indonesia is contributing the plastic waste the second in the world. So the movement is educating the children and since very young, since very early, how to donate the non-organic waste like plastic and paper, bottle, and this is one of the volunteer of the ICEA organization picking up all the non-organic waste, and then they put in the recycle places and use as part of the waste bank and waste donation. And I want to also introduce some of the activity by educating the children to use the waste for the circular economy. This is the practice of the use oil and make it for the soap, yeah, the soap. And this is for ecoenzyme and also from jelantah in Javanese. Mean jelantah is a used oil and they made for different purposes such as for candle, for soap, and for different purposes. And they introducing the waste management that help the economy. And to connect with this theme, I want to also introduce the educating for the mangrove in coastal region, and also the plant in the mountainous or in the land area. Here, how the women are involved, yeah, and we are working with collaboration with the Ministry of Environment and Forestry. And I just want to go through this one. The IC are introducing the virtual reality for disaster reduction and climate change adaptation for educating women through the virtual reality education. So we work with the University of Muhammadiyah using virtual reality and to understand the threat of the climate change in the coastal region and also the disaster threat. This happen or we introduce in the women group, and then the women meeting how actually they could do the simulation using virtual reality. Of course, there has been a challenge to produce many scenarios. So we are right now still having a very limited scenario such as earthquake, flooding, and then also the abrasion. Yeah, for example, using virtual reality. And we right now working, sorry, we are right now is also working for mangrove AI using artificial intelligence. We have a collaboration actually with the Malaysian institution biometric to do some artificial intelligence for mangrove plantation or mangrove planting in the coastal region, and how to calculate whether the mangrove can help reducing the climate change, yeah, by calculating the carbon and the oxygen, how it will help, yeah, help the community contribute for mangrove plantation. So we still work on how to use the artificial intelligence on calculating the damage of the mangrove in coastal region, and how the mangrove can calculate the need of the tree planting in the coastal region. So this is some of the technology that could be introduced for educating the community, especially the women, and also educating community in general to respond the climate change and also the environmental degradation in various parts. I think I will end with that. So if I try to connect how actually technology can be used in educating the community, not only educating the student in the class, but how the student could also work together, developing scenario for the virtual reality, or using technology to help the community to preserve the environment, to do the climate change adaptation, and also disaster risk reduction. I will stop here, and I return to Pak Naim. Thank you for the time, and also I hope this fit with the theme of the conference in using the technology for developing the smart education. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Ibu Rahmawati Hussein, MCC PhD. It's very, very interesting. And okay. Okay, so Ibu Rahmawati mentioned about the women role. Okay, and also it is what role can women play? This is a very important issue also. And then it is a climate change and women. And why are women more vulnerable? And also Ibu Rahmawati mentioned about the why are poor women more vulnerable. This is about different roles and different access and access to resources. But through the ICEA, and also is the chairperson of Asia Disaster Management Center, Ibu Rahmawati, and she proved about the women interaction directly with the technology. This is using VR, virtual reality, for disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation. So I think it's very inspiring, or inspiring, and then we can discuss about I think that from the three speakers has same connection of the close linkage between the environment and also the sustainability, and also the technology, or we can say also in this education 4.0. Okay, thank you. And then we are now we'll discuss so we open the question from the participants. You can ask your question directly by raise your hand, or you can also write your question in the Zoom chat. Okay. Okay. This is from Didi Haryadi. Okay. Bapak Didi Haryadi. Okay. Good afternoon. I am Didi. Yeah. Okay. From Suranari University of Technology, Thailand. I have a question for Professor Janudin. How can we collaborate effectively with students who are enthusiastic about technology? Okay, particularly regarding the originality of their work. Okay, so the question to the professor.
Okay, thank you for the question. Yeah, engagement for the student is the main key, because collaboration and what we call it engagement with student in classroom, even in physical classroom or online classroom, we have, and the activities to the student is more important, how to engage the student, because we can see if in online classroom, that for example, online classroom, yeah, we know now we have the chat GPT, like something like that, and the student always can do anything about their work. And also we are I think the lecturers must be more engaging with the technology, with more than the student to engage the technology, because this is one of our challenge nowadays regarding to the originality, and they can do anything more than our duty to give a lecture. The collaboration and engagement with the student is more important, and the activity, and also how we give them the experience. If we don't have any experience about the using of technology, it's easier to us cannot give anything to the student, because they are more explore to the student, I think. And one thing is, like I said, for the lecturer must have experience, especially in research. And research, of course, related to their study, to their subject, to their what we call it, their subject, their course, must be have more experience, more in research, and getting more research with the subject and technology. I think the best way to have how to effectively engage with students, because we have more knowledge about the course or the subject that we are teaching them. I think that's all. If can answer the question.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. But maybe unfortunately, the technology now is like ChatGPT. Sometimes also the student use in the, I mean, the is the simple way to get more information, but at the same time, they use these tools of technology, and then did it, and they didn't pay attention to the benefits of the technology, because the all resources or information from the technology now we can find, we can obtain, but the information must be to check and recheck about the what did it our problem.
That's right. The lecturer must be more clever with the student.
Yeah, bro. Thank you so much, Prof. Okay, this Bapak Mr. Didit Haryadi, I think the answer is very clear. Thank you so much. And we are waiting also from the other participant. You can ask directly your question, and also you can write also in this Zoom chat. Okay, Dr. Anandan Harihara Sudan, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, this is when you mentioned about the Singapore University, and then also in the
European
Consortium, and how we can see the overview, the different overview is between educational, how is this 4.0, in particular the implementation of the the technology adoption in the university between among the university student.
So you mean, you know, how we can adapt or how we can collaborate?
Yeah, I mean, between the Asia University, Singapore University, and also in the European, which is the influence of the technology adoption, and is there differences adoption, or what is it, and also the usage of technology when they use the student use the technology and they implement the technology tools, and also this is about the also until the language attitudes
No,
of
it is
education.
not about the technological tools. It's about the subject. So any subject can, you know, any students from any discipline can learn their subject using Education 4.0 setup. So it is a customized learning. For example, you know, if the students from mathematics, he wants to learn mathematical tools from Education 4.0 support, they can learn. And engineering students also can learn engineering subjects with the help of Education 4.0. It will be customized based on their, you know, need. For example, you know, if the students of language, English as second language, and the students want to study more on tenses, then the subject will be customized only from tenses. So it is based on the subject needs, the things will be changed. For example, if we see the YouTube, if we see the rap song for continuously in YouTube, what will happen after 2 days? The YouTube system will customize only, it will slow down only the rap songs. So likewise, you know, the Education 4.0 setup is also same. So based on the needs of the learners, it will be customized.
Okay, yes, very clear, Dr. Thank you.
Am I giving you the right answer, or you are expecting some other thing?
Yeah.
I'm giving the answer for your question correctly, or the?
Yeah, this is the is educational 4.0 is very I think it's many influences, okay, and many influences to the give our student also in the interaction between student and the teachers, as in particular in the like language acquisition and also language attitudes.
Yes.
You can see the holistic overview from the transformation from the all the traditional and until the modern or this era of education 4.0.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Doc.
Thank you.
And okay, all participants, any question? Okay, Ibu Rahmawati.
Okay, yeah.
So, when we are talking about this is the women role, in particular, when the women, yes, play important role in the this is
Educating
economic
women.
increase. Okay, economic increase. So, you know, we know that the what is the new issue that about in Saudi Arabia, like the fast in the past, like a woman cannot drive in the public or maybe I mean woman is prohibited are prohibited to working in the public area, but now there is the transformation is in Saudi Arabia, you know, that women can drive, can becomes a drivers, and also they can walk in the outside with now how we can in the Asia context, this is the women role to increase the economic in generally.
Thank you for the question. I'll try my best because the topic is quite different in terms of like how to uh, strengthening the status of women. Like you know that in Southeast Asia or in Asian country, women been in the public area for a long time. If you see like in India, even in Malaysia or Indonesia, women been working in the public area for a long time, which is quite different in Saudi Arabia. What we are trying to encourage is how to educate women to know their status, and there is no difference in terms of the public status as long as they are still in the line of what the religion or understanding the religion. And as you mentioned, like the big changing in Saudi Arabia now is because of the way they interpret the text. Yeah. So language interpretation is very important. So uh, the text, yeah, the understanding the text and the context, yeah, is very important. That's why how the many mufassirin, yeah, all the in the past is many male dominated. So how to understand the text is very important. So I guess the in if we relate with the conference or in the Department of the Arabic language, how the Arabic is cannot be differentiated or taken part out of the context of the culture, how the culture works. So how to introduce the culture to understand the role of women both in domestic and public area, and how the sociological, yeah, culture in the language is very important. When you introducing the language, not the language itself, but the language is always embedded with the culture. So it's very important. That's actually what I want to ask with Professor Janudin. Yeah, when learning language, how to incorporate culture and into technology. Because when you train the student with the poet, because I was graduate actually from English literature, and not only learning the English, but learning the culture, imagining the poetry, and how using the technology to can be used in understanding the culture, understanding the context. Yeah, and that's actually I want to ask Prof. Janudin, but what Dr. Naim asked is related with that actually, how the interpretation influence the woman. In this case, the text interpretation, which is usually influenced by the old ulama, for example, women in domestic, women in public. So those kind of language interpretation is always related in how the women do activities. For example, in Aisyah or Muhammadiyah considered as a progressive organization, allowing the woman to be active in the public area. So preserving environment, educating women is part of the ibadah, but not all the interpretation like that. And actually interesting how to introduce the language and the technology, understanding the culture. So if I may ask Prof. Janudin, how
Yeah,
actually
Professor.
incorporated
Okay.
culture and this kind of
Yeah.
understanding in the using technology.
Yeah. I think first thing is we must relate it to the subject. We have the like subject, we call it Arabic culture. When we implement it to the student, yeah, we are using normal online learning, online resources. But the thing, if you want to relate it to the technology with smart technology, we can use virtual reality or augmented reality. Normally, we use augmented reality to do the like history for the woman in Arabic country. Yes, we have a lot of resources online where actually YouTube, at YouTube and another sources also have. But to introduce certain culture in Arabic, we must have something completely, not completely, we have competent resources to the Arab world, especially for the women. We have the culture for Arabic, and we have 22 countries, Arabic countries. That is a lot.
Right.
But normally we are focusing on Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan. This is it. Normally we use these three countries. Normally we have a lot of we call it tourists come to Malaysia, and also we have a subject intercultural communication. Not only for Arabic student but also English student. We have the intercultural communication, and they are comparing between Malaysia and other country in Arab country. Something like Morocco, they already have changing the culture between Malaysia and Morocco. I think you can do it in a certain program, or maybe if not in courses, but we can do a project or program exchange student. I think it's more related to how we can explore the student with the Arab culture. I think that can be answered to you, Dr. Rahman.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Alhamdulillah. Okay, it's very clear. Okay. Okay.
Dr. Rahman say something, but the muted.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, thank you for the response. I actually wondering how this you mentioned intercultural be incorporated in the through the AI or through the different of technology. We know that we can use YouTube, but how actually YouTube incorporate with AI, YouTube incorporate with the teaching concept, those kind of thing. We are still struggling on using that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Bu Rahma, and also Prof. Janudin and Dr. Anandan Harihara Sudan. And eventually, we are now in the last session. In this last session, we hope the closing statement from each speaker, and each speaker has 2 minutes or to deliver the closing statement, maybe to give the meaningful advice, the meaningful stimulus from all the intellectuals, all the participants, and until we are now thinking a lot about the interesting issue today and in the future. Okay, the closing statement, 2 minutes from, we start from Professor Technology Dr. Janudin Sardi.
I think the first important thing that I want to say is about my conclusion in my lecture a while ago. We have the theories, a lot of theory. We have the knowledge about all the theory about smart education, but the difficulty is how to implement. How to implement. This is a lot of things that we must have a collaboration. And like something, maybe I'm from your ICEM, I have the knowledge. And some courses that mean we implement in university to implement something like education 4.0. We have also education 5.0 now in UITM. All is the theory, all is the what we call it as the knowledge that it's difficult to implement the smart educational technology. Something like if we have the collaboration is something moving forward, like UITM and UMY sharing the knowledge and how to implement. Also, well, with Dr. Rahma, also the environmental woman and others, other thing that we sharing the knowledge and we share how to implement. And of course, the policymaker, the what we call it, investor, we must engage them to collaborate within our knowledge, within our capacity. And of course, the cost is more difficult to say. I think right there. Thank you very much for invitation me for this conference. Thank you, Dr. Naim. Pass to you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Prof. Janudin Sardi. Okay, and the closing statement from the second speaker, Dr. Anandan Harihara Sudan. Please, your turn.
Sorry?
Yeah, the closing statement, 2 minutes in this last session. Yes.
Yeah, actually, this is a wonderful organization of the conference, and you are giving enormous opportunity for the students, educators, and the institutions as well. And the scope is very wonderful. And of course, I have reviewed some papers and I have seen the abstract as well. And the concept and the presenters, presentations are really good. I hope this will, open up new arena for future research, and it will serve as a good opportunity for the institutions, researchers, and students, and everyone will get benefit of this conference. And hope we will go to this is the first one, and hope we will achieve, and year on year we will move on to the second, third, and consecutive conferences in this series. All the best, and thank you so much, Doctor, for giving me the opportunity in this forum.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Harihara Sudan. Okay, and now the last closing statement from the third speaker, Ibu Rahmawati Hussein.
Thank you.
Your turn, please.
Thank you, Dr. Naim. I would also like to echoing what Professor Janudin mentioned, how to implement this, the growth or the development of the technology could be used not only in the class, but for me, I would love to have this kind of the experience in the class could be also extended to the community. So we would very open. We will be very open, Professor Janudin, how to bring this development of technology, the different approach of a smart education that can be used for the community in larger. Thank you, and thank you for inviting me in the very good opening eye for the development of smart education. And that's would love to work with all of you all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ibu Rahmawati, PhD, and finally, we are in the last session. Before I give the introduction to our host, so I try to mention about this. This is the how to make realize our education be in our just about the theoretical basis and also the practical improvement and implementation. So we have to not only minimize but erase the gap between both aspects, and then we can start from our community, from ourselves and our community, and the big surrounding, and also first we create our habits, and then our habits make us. Okay, thank you very much for all keynote speakers, and I hope that all participants obtains meaningful and deep injection of knowledge and more information about the important issues. And thank you. So, Muhammad Naim Majid. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I give the time for the host to close the agenda today. Thank you. So please don't leave the room because we have to the photo session. Yes. So we hope all participants can turn on your camera.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Muhammad Naim Majid. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have reached the photo session of our seminar. To capture this memorable event, we kindly request all participants to turn on their camera. We will take a group photo in a few moments. Please make sure your camera is on and you are ready with smile. Okay? I remind you for the second time, please turn your camera. Are you ready to take photo? Okay. All right. On the count, the operator. Ready for the take photo? All right. Ready?
Can move the spotlight first, maybe.
Okay. On the count of 3, please smile for the camera. Show your beautiful smile. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay? One more. Yeah. Next slide.
I think the spotlight must be moved first.
Okay. The operator, please move the slide.
Spotlight next.
Remove the spotlight,
Don't
please.
use spotlight. Yes, I think they all.
Not yet.
The appearance of all participants.
Yeah. For all participants, please don't leave because we will take photo together. Okay.
One more, yes. Okay. Spot. Now, yeah, spotlight now in the on the.
Sini.
I mean, don't use a spotlight. Yes. On.
Begin.
Now working.
Okay. Now working. Okay. Okay. Please give your smile. 1, 2, 3, smile. Once more. One more, okay. This is the last. Okay, the last one. Okay. Please. Okay. We take the photo for the last one. What?
Okay.
Yes, Mr.
Now we are still watching the only
the spotlight.
Yes, on the horse. So maybe don't use spotlight. Like this. Okay. Okay. Now, okay.
Ready now?
Okay.
Okay. Is ready?
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay. All of you, please give your smile. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay. One more. One more. Okay. One more. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you so much for everyone. Our photo session is now complete. We will now continue with the next part of our last agenda.
Tomorrow, we have the parallel session for the all participant okay.
Don't forget for all our participants tomorrow the second agenda. Okay, now we are going to the next agenda is closing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this enlightening and informative international conference. I hope you have all enjoyed and benefit from the presentation and discussion of our distinguished speakers and participants. We would like to thank them once again for their valuable contributions and for making this international conference a success. I would also like to thank the organizer, co-hosts, volunteers, and media partners, and all of you for your participation and support. I hope this international conference has sparked you curiosity and inspire you to learn more about the topics we have covered today. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you and have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Thank you.